Hey everyone, welcome to our channel March Encounter. I'm Boxy. Welcome to this general introduction to ChatGPT. In this video and the next one, I'll be showing you how to access ChatGPT and the top 10 powerful things you can do with it. So, let's get started. First things first, let's talk about what ChatGPT actually is. Basically, ChatGPT is an AI language model that uses machine learning algorithms to process natural language and to generate responses to user input. You can think of it as a digital assistant that can help you with a wide variety of tasks. Sounds pretty cool, doesn't it? So, a quick guide on how to access ChatGPT. Simply by opening this website, chat.openai.com. Log in or sign up with your email and password, and you're already there. Pretty simple and straightforward. So there's one thing you need to know before you start, which is the limitation. ChatGPT may occasionally generate incorrect information, maybe to make it sound more like human. And it has limited knowledge of the world and events after 2021 due to its training dataset. So, always double check what you get from it. Now, with all that being said, let's dive into the top 10 powerful things you can do with ChatGPT. We've broken them down into 3 categories: chatting without barrier, searching without efforts, and creating without limitation. First, we'll talk about chatting without barrier. That's right. ChatGPT is available 24/7 and can be accessed from anywhere with an internet connection. You can use ChatGPT to have a conversation on a wide variety of topics, from science to history to pop culture. But there's one thing even more powerful that brings us to our top 10 today. You can use almost any language you're comfortable with, and ChatGPT can reply to you with any language you choose as well. Alright, so for example, I can say, please reply to me in Chinese, and he said okay. So I'll let ChatGPT help me write a love poem for my girlfriend, in any form. Yeah, so ChatGPT is not thinking, it's not generating, hopefully a Chinese. Yeah, it's actually, I know you guys won't understand Chinese probably, but this one is actually a pretty good Chinese poem. At least I can write a poem like this. Yeah, so I'll let him translate the poem into English in case any of you are interested in the content, right? Yeah, it's like, when I met you, the world became different. You're the light of my life. I'm no longer a lonely wanderer. Yeah, it's pretty good, right? Alright, guys, so this is the part of no language barrier. And let's go to our top 9 today. Emotional barrier can be stressful as well. Imagine someone with autism who feels unsafe to talk to people, or someone who is low in emotion, or someone who just wants to find someone to talk to. Talking to an AI can be the first step for them. Alright, so for example, pretending I'm a lonely old man and I want to find someone to talk to, so I would try to chat with ChatGPT. And he's saying, of course, I'm here to chat with you. I'm sorry to hear that you are feeling lonely. How are you doing today? Is there anything specific you'd like to talk about or any questions you have? I'm here to listen and provide company. That makes me feel much loved and heartwarming. So I would say, I like to talk about cars when I was young. I always wanna buy a vintage car. and speed on the road. So he's replying to me, what kind of vintage car are you most interested in? And is there any particular model? And do you have ever had the chance to drive a vintage car or attend any car shows or rallies? Yeah, the thing is, actually few people can talk with me about vintage cars because there are generation gaps. Pretending I'm a old man, right? So I will reply to him. Yeah, one of my friend offered me a ride on his vintage car before. And he's replying, that's fantastic. It must have been a thrilling experience for you. And he's asking me, do you remember any specific details about the vintage car you rode in? The make, the model, or any unique features? So he's actually trying to go into more details. That would definitely make me, which is a lonely old man, feel much better. Not so lonely at least. So I don't need to worry about whether the guy I talk to is interested in the vintage cars. There's no emotional barrier. I don't need to worry about that. The second category is searching without efforts. That brings us to our top 8 today. So ChatGPT is trained on a large corpus of text and it can help you find answers to your questions on a wide variety of topics. It is a walking encyclopedia. Well, except that it cannot walk. Whether you need to look up a fact or find a source for a research paper, ChatGPT can help. However, academic plagiarism is absolutely not suggested. Comparing to a traditional search engine, ChatGPT is much more powerful in that you can ask it as if it was a real person, instead of thinking hard what you put into the searching box of the search engine. And the answer it gives is not likely to be wrong, compared to a lot of false information on the search engine. Moreover, it can memorize what you have just asked, so that it is even more powerful when you ask consecutive, relevant questions. And finally, the most powerful feature of ChatGPT is creating without limitation. We'll be going into more detail about the 7 things you need to know about this in the next video. Ooh, this is getting more exciting! So make sure to subscribe and don't miss the next one.